This is another thing that I usually don't follow a recipe for, but wanted to do it for the sake of having everything out and ready to go. I'm going to use 1.5 avocados, which I have on the recipe serves 4 people, but really Nate and I can put that away in a meal. So. And this recipe is actually based on what I grew up with my dad making over here in the audience. He's always made really good Mexican food, and I think that's why I enjoy eating it so much and cooking it. I always had lots of good Mexican food growing up. I'm not sure if this is a traditional recipe or not, but we add mayonnaise to it, which gives it a real nice creamy flavor. But if you don't like mayonnaise or whatever it might be, you definitely don't have to add it. I'm going to save one of the avocado halves to top the burritos with later. And we don't have a masher, so I'm just going to use these to mash it. It's always tricky trying to find ripe avocados, but this one looks pretty good. Usually they're either too hard or too ripe. But we get a lot of our produce and groceries from Outpost in Wauwatosa. They have a lot of great organic and local, whenever possible. Time check?
5 minutes.
It's been 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Let's put this down for now. Okay, I'm going to add our beans. We usually rinse the beans to get a little bit of the salt off, but there's no sink here, so I thought it might get messy trying to use a bottle of water. So, but I also reserved about 1/4 cup of the bean juice, or bean liquid, bean juice, to get the flavors really in there. And then earlier I also combined all of the spices that we're putting in the burritos, spices and herbs, which I have out here. And it includes cumin, coriander, garlic powder, dried cilantro, chili powder, which is optional, but like I said, we like spicy, ground black pepper, garlic salt, and cayenne pepper. So these will probably be a little spicy. So now that that is all combined, and I think we have everything in there that's supposed to be in there, I'm going to bring that to a boil. It's so fancy it doesn't say high or low on it. Right?
You're right.
Bring that to a boil and let it simmer for about 10 minutes to really get those flavors in there. Did you set your timer?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's why I bring them along with me. Plus you get to eat all of this when we're done, so it's not a bad payoff. All right, with the avocados in there, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of red onion chopped. I think guacamole is another thing. If you really don't like onion, if you don't want salsa in here, you really don't have to put it in. You know what, speaking of salsa, I forgot, I'm supposed to put it in with this mixture. Just give it a little more flavor. You could also do just, you know, slices or pieces of whole tomato too, but the flavors in salsa are so good. All right, that's pretty high, so we'll turn it down. I think that's about low. Okay, then about 2 tablespoons of prepared salsa. Mayonnaise, please. And then about 1 teaspoon of mayonnaise just to make it a little creamier. Ooh. And I got it on my pants. This does happen a lot. Either I get something on me or I cut myself. We had to go to the emergency room, last year I was cutting garlic, so it's always an adventure. Then a little bit of lemon juice. I have it, you're supposed to measure it out about 1/4 teaspoon, but I think just half a lemon would be good, more than enough. And then a spice mixture of garlic powder, cumin, coriander, and chili powder, as well as garlic salt, salt, and pepper. And that is all that goes in here, so I'm just going to mix it up. And if you wanted more of an avocado flavor, you know, add more avocado. I don't think you can have too much avocado. It's another thing I like to stock up on when it goes on sale. All right, and really that is about it for the guacamole. It's a rather big bowl for a little amount, but it smells really good. It smells very lemony. So I will just leave that here for now.